I beg your pardon?
I am Mrs. Stephen Haynes.
Sorry, I don't know you.
Please, don't pretend.
So, Stephen finally told you.
No, I found out. I've known about you from the beginning.
Well, that's certainly good news.
I've kept still up to now.
Very smart of you.
But you've gone a little too far. You've been seeing my children. I won't have you touching my children.
Why would I care about your children? I'm sick of hearing about them. For God's sake, stop the hysterics.
Well, you won't have to hear about them anymore. When Stephen realizes how humiliating all this has been to me, he'll give you up instantly.
Says who? The dog in the manger?
That's all I have to say.
You said plenty. You might find you said too much. Stephen's not tired of me yet, Mrs. Haynes.
Stephen is just amusing himself with you.
And he's amusing himself plenty.
You're very hard.
Yeah, and I can be soft on the right occasions. What do you expect me to do? Burst into tears and beg you to forgive me?
I found exactly what I expected.
That goes double.
You'll have to make other plans, Miss Allen.
I'm taking my marching orders from Stephen.
Stephen doesn't love you.
He's doing the best he can under the circumstances.
He could never love a girl like you.
What do you think I've been doing for the past 6 months? Crossword puzzles? What do you have to kick about? You have everything that matters. The name, the position, the money.
Nothing matters to me but Stephen.
For God's sakes. Can the soft stuff. You don't think this is the first time Stephen's cheated on you. I would kick you a little rooster if I could. I have just as much right as you do to send a tub of butter. But I don't stand a chance.
I'm glad you know it.
It's not because he's fond of you.
Fond?
You're just an old habit to him. It's those brats who's afraid of losing. If he was just as sentimental about them, he'd have left you months ago.
That's not true.
I'm giving you a little few truths Stephen will not tell you.
Stephen's always told me the truth.
Yeah, let's look at the record. Stephen's very satisfied with this arrangement. Don't force an issue unless you want trouble.
You've made it impossible for me to do anything else.
Have I?
You haven't played fair.
Where would we get if we played fair?
Where do you hope to get?
Right where you are, Mrs. Haynes.
You're very confident.
Yep. And the longer you're in here, the more confident I get. Saint or no saint, you're hell of a stupid woman, Mrs. Haynes.
I probably am.